I don't have too much to report. I don't really remember what I posted about this today, this morning. Oh yeah, just my dreams and like Japan, not Japan, but not going to Japan and going to the other, going to the office. It's like a new office. Like I got a new job or something. I didn't brush my hair. I just watched a movie that features the Church of Elissa with Lily James, who plays my sister. I just hit the trash can. That was the noise. Who plays my sister Claire? Her name's Clary in it. Like, can you be more obvious, Hollywood? But it's actually like an opposite movie. It's like, hold on. It's like people see my sister for who she is. They know that she's God, but they try to invert her technology. That's my sister. Yeah, that's normal in occultism. So that's sort of like what the movie's about. It's people trying to invert my technology, and they like. Claire's not an occultist, okay? So she doesn't know like that that's like a typical form of occultism, but to invert my real technology, which Gigi always talked about, by the way. So, let me see what it's called. Lily Collins. Isn't it funny that her name is Lily Collins? It's like Lilith. Like I'm Lilith, and everybody knows that I'm Lilith. And Colin is obviously my father or husband. Lily Collins, Clary. The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. And so the Church of Elissa is there. The Church of Elissa is in that movie, and it's sort of like in the shadows, like how I've seen it and how I've seen it like come online. Like it just like it's over here. It's in my front yard and it's like on the left hand side, left hand path. Um, so that's where it like shows up, and then the negative walks in and does work for it's still for me, but in the movie they talk about like how to survive without it's like a reverse church. So it's like it has like a girl named Isabel in it, and Isabel is always a name that's against me. Like I do not like the name Isabel. I've never liked the name Isabel. I've always thought it was awful. Isabel, Isabella. I've hated both of those names all my life. I've always thought it was like an ugly ass name. So it has a girl named Isabel in it. So like and it's like her church or whatever. It's like a negative church, okay? And it like teaches people how to survive with the inverted technology, which is like I've already said like it's all my technology. It's just an overlay, and like you think like you're fancy occultists that like know how to like, invert my technology to live or whatever, but I'm telling you that it was just a ploy to like make you believe that, you were like you found another way to live, right? Like like that. So, um that's like the whole point. But anyway, the whole movie, and I was saying like how like Hollywood fell off, and how Hollywood like totally fell off or whatever. Now like a lot of the movies and the TV shows are like totally against me, and like that is like the inverted technology of Atlantis basically. And they talk about like hunting demons and like hunting demons basically. Um for that. And a lot of the newer like magic shows, magician shows, and stuff like that, they all feature like my technology, but it's like they don't give me any credit. So when people do stuff like that, they immediately become a doll, which means like you lose all of your energy, you don't have any feeling. You know, you don't taste food anymore, you don't smell anything. It's just like living like a doll would live. Like you just have like a rubber suit left, and you just come alive when the negative walks in to bring you to like your latest lesson, which is supposed to humiliate you and it's supposed to humble you, and it's supposed to bring you to your knees and make you turn um, your ways back to me, God. And instead, like you guys get like so engrossed in it and like think it's like a way of life and everything. And even like you like think it's the shadows, you think it's life in the shadows, and you think it's this avant-garde lifestyle, and you think it's this hedonistic lifestyle that you invented. Like, no, God invented it. I did. Elissa invented it. Me. And like, of course, your like egoic mind is like, no, it's just like a way of life. Like you kind of just accept it, and like, you know, like your ego just like gets in the way of you like ever confessing your sins to me and like coming back around to me. It's really funny to me because like humanity is just so lost. Um, you guys can talk me out of my power. It's totally fine. I don't mind if you talk me back out of my power. Like this year has been so freaking long for me, and like this year has been so freaking long for me, and like I was like jumping over the screen last year and like eating food, and then like I stopped being able to like have like my power to do that. Like I've been like sinking like further into 3D, and like you guys are like talking me out of it like really quickly this year, whereas like before it took like 7 to 10 to 20 years to convince me that I'm like not even special, and I'm not even pretty, and I'm not even smart, and I'm not even talented and like all these things like, you know, that I obviously grew up knowing I was. Like you guys, it took like you a long time to like talk me out of those things, and like now you're talking me out of it a lot quicker. Like I have like a sore back, and like I forget that like my poltergeist can literally massage my back, and like that I can eat food by jumping over the phone, and that I can arrest vape people by literally jumping over the phone, and or like jumping over the computer, like just looking up the vape people, and I can like literally jump over to their offices and like arrest them because I'm Men in Black. And like you guys have like totally talked me out of like all of that power and stuff. And I love that for you. I really do. I love that for you. I mean, I just see this. I mean, I've been seeing the Church of Alyssa all year, but like, keep talking me out of it. Like, I love that for you. I just love that for you. And so anyway, it's in that movie. You want to check that movie out. The Church of Alyssa's in that movie, but an inverted, it's an inversion. And I'm guessing that some people thought that that their church that they see pop up in front of their house once in a while was like against me or whatever, but like no, it's not. It's just there to humiliate you and like show you like how awful you are when you turn your back against me. That's sort of its job. And like Like, I think it's funny because like some people in my neighborhood were like, wait till you see where we go to church, okay? And then you'll leave us alone. Like these people from Atlantis or whatever. And so then I see the Church of Elissa clearly, you know, with my space eyes. And they're like, see, now you'll leave us alone. And it's like, no, you don't seem to understand how it's working. Like they'll still let you attend because it's still space food and it's still the same exact rules. It's like the same exact laws and the same exact rules. Like you can't steal my energy and like not worship me. I mean, when have I ever come home and seen the Church of Elissa before? I'm not this year. So is it getting more obvious or is it getting less obvious? I've never seen the Church of Elissa in Burlington, New Jersey before this year. I've also never seen Spaceman in Burlington, New Jersey before this year. I've never seen spaceships that literally listen to me in the sky in my childhood bedroom before this year. So is it getting more obvious or is it getting less obvious? I think I turned back into a freaking reptilian today. I think I was a Palladian yesterday. And why would you have turned back into a reptilian, Elissa? Um, to eat Palladians, I think, that are not coming from the future. And wasn't I eating reptilians? Remember I was like, this goddamn gator won't let me sleep. Remember that? So I think I'm watching The Spaceman right now. So yeah, I think I was a Palladian for a while, and now I'm a reptilian again. I think. I did see this one that looks pretty good. Where if I was gonna watch another show, I mean, you guys want me to walk less, so I took a really short walk today, and I am boring my buttocks off. I'll tell you guys, this is the most. I'm literally boring myself to death. It's so boring. Like, it's really freaking boring. Like, I don't like this job. I was gonna look up. I don't remember. But yeah. Whoa, looks like we made it. Wow, that was really off key. That was amazing. Looks like we made it, but we're kids. Wow, I am singing so off key. Who the hell am I today? Anyway, that was weird. Apparently, I'm someone who cannot sing. I'm afraid to try again. It's gonna be so off. um, I was sitting in bed and today, this afternoon, in my extremely interesting day. I took a very short walk. I did find somebody to bum a cigarette from, and he was like, Didn't you ask me before?" And I was like, "I don't think so, but maybe I did." And so I asked him his name so that if I see him again, I'll know for sure if I ask this particular person. Because I just really, I mean, like, I know I'm God and all, but like, I love to be fair. Isn't that weird of me? But anyway, so I did get another cigarette today, so that was great, and it cut my walk short. I didn't have to. I found him like like a lot closer to my house, so I didn't have to take a long ass walk today. So I was like sitting on my bed. There comes another spaceman, guys. Like it's just like a really bright light that looks like a star flying in the sky, and then like it'll change, and then it'll be like all these different blinking lights. I would say I go check my Instagram, but my Instagram's got taken down. I did save those videos though, so I don't know. Are you guys like afraid of my spaceman videos? So I was sitting in my bed today and I don't know, I guess he said like look up or something, and I saw Jesus, like literally Jesus, like walking in from the heavens, and like actual Jesus, not like Brandon Lee or like I don't know, anybody like a fake Jesus or something. Like I saw like the Jesus that you see in paintings and stuff with like brown hair and blue eyes. I saw him like walking in from the sky this afternoon, and he was like, "Do you see me?" And I was like, "Yes, I see you." And he's like, "Okay." And he's like, "I will walk in and literally tell everyone you're God if I have to." So, and then I think like Adam was like, or somebody, maybe Adam, he was like, "Do you believe yourself?" And I was like, "Well, it happened before. Like, why wouldn't I believe myself?" Like they had, crazy, you guys had crazy projections from the last time that space held me. So, and when I say space holding me, I mean space drugs on high, okay, on extra high, um, like a setting. Like that's what I mean. Okay, so when I say space is holding me, it basically means space drugs on high, and there was no drugs in the room because I'm so sick of like that kind of like crap, whatever. Um, take a crap about it and leave me alone. So, yeah, I think if space has to hold me again, because we're not getting through to you guys, and it does seem like you guys have been debating me for 7 years again already, and it's only been like one calendar year. Yeah, I do think he'll walk in. I definitely think he'll walk in. I absolutely think he'll walk in. Thor walked in. My father, in orange body, like orange light body, um, walked in like 10 times last time, like orange, like just orange body, right? Like no face, no like whatever, just like light body. Like he walked in and like stopped you guys from arguing with me like 10 times last time. So do I think next time Jesus will walk in and declare me God and it will be projected to 8 billion skulls? Yes, I absolutely do think that will happen. And yes, actual Thor named Chris Hemsworth walked into my freaking room as well last time when I was being held by space. Okay. So, um, yeah. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare them war. Um, so yeah, why would I not believe it? I've seen my father walk in millions of times. So I definitely would believe it. I've seen Max walk in fully embodied in plasma. Max Spears walked in fully embodied in plasma and sat on my bed, and it made the bed go down last time. That's what happened. And he put his head to mine. That's how me and Max greet each other. We're platonic. We were platonic, and now we're kind of romantic, but we shouldn't have to be romantic because we're only romantic because of the stupid Atlanteans. And it's like you have to like date someone out of alignment. Like that's the only way that like they'll support you in this fake monetary capitalism system is if you date someone out of alignment. So anyway, before all of that happened and me and Max were in alignment and we were allowed to be in alignment. By the way, it's my will, it's the princess's will, and it's not the Atlanteans' will on every planet. So anyway, so Max, he sat on my bed. It made the bed go down. Max Spears. This is obvious. This is when he was dead. Okay, so this was in probably 2021. Um, he walked into my room and he sat on my bed and he put his head to mine, and then there's like a rainbow, like unconditional love energy that goes from our third eye to our heart, and it like siphons like this, and it's like a way that star people greet each other. It's like platonic. It's like a platonic I love you. And yeah, me and Maxie. So So yeah, do I think Jesus will walk in? Yeah, I do think Jesus will walk in, absolutely. I think he definitely will, and he's warning you right now. A lot of you probably heard that. A lot of you probably heard that today. I will walk in and say Alyssa is God if I have to, okay? So yes, I absolutely believe myself. Why wouldn't I believe myself? Like, I have so much proof by now. I have the Church of Alyssa showing up in my front yard, you know, all year long. And like you guys are still trying to talk me out of believing myself. It's insane. It's literally insane. Um yeah, more and more embodiment. Like Shane also went on to the Joe Rogan podcast because he's trying to help his own little girls. He's trying to help. He has actual daughters. He knows that I'm inside of his daughters. Okay. He knows that Liz is inside of his daughter. So that's why he calls Liz his daughter, right? He knows that I'm inside of her. So he's also trying to protect his daughters. And like, after I watched his broadcast, I was taking a shower and I heard him talking to his daughter, and he said, "Is it still coming?" And she looked up and she saw a giant wave. Remember, I talked about the tsunami that I saw on the island? And it was sort of like that, but it was a lot smaller, but it was still coming at her. So um, it's obviously a wave that's going to affect a lot of families. And, he's trying to be a good father and help his daughter as much as the real daughter, me. So he is trying to do the right thing. Seems like he's getting more and more in line every day because I keep adding to the story in a positive way. And if he was getting more out of line, I would keep adding to the story in a negative way. It sounds like a space fight if Colin comes forward first and not Hayden Christensen. I don't know. Let's see. Colin, can you declare your love for me or something so we can get a visual of what would happen? I'm not feeling or seeing anything. I think he said, hold on one moment. But anyway, we'll get it. He'll do it and we'll get it. So I'll get back to you guys on that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a fight if Hayden comes forward because we saw everything go. Oh, do you wanted me to talk about Andromedan? So if you're turning into an Andromedan and things are tasting synthetic, just remember what I told April. It's not synthetic, it is metallic. And you might actually be from a planet called Metallica. Okay. And so it's Metallica's evolution, and it can actually be a planet. And that is a word I like. So I wouldn't doubt it. Okay. So because you guys keep saying it's like synthetic tasting or whatever, but like, when you put like a penny in your mouth or anything, like you could just put something metal in your mouth, taste something metal, and it's metallic. It's like that. It's like a metallic flavor, but like you can like feel it all over your body. You can feel um, the metallicness going through your body, and it obviously relates to like metallic bone structure, which Marvel, my grandfather, Stanley, who another version of my grandfather, my actual grandfather, um, they're basically the same person. Um, he talked about it because it's actually a real thing from a real planet, and they have metallic bone structure. It's like a crystalline, and then you solidify it and it becomes like a metallic bone structure. So, yeah, that's why you're like tasting or like feeling like that synthetic flavor, because the Andromedans are online and the Andromedans are abducting people. They're literally doing alien invasion on Earth and abducting people and updating their suits. And if you talk over me in a bunch of bullshit, I'm going to abduct you and I'm going to update your suit. So, so yeah, that's, they're ongoing. The Andromedan alien abductions are ongoing, and they are to like update humans that are extremely miserable in their lives and like cannot get over having a pretty savior. Like they just can't get over it. Like, so I think that's it. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know what else. Anything else? Oh, there was something else about Andromedan. Oh, the more you post online, it was like related to Alex, and I guess anyone who's like in the Alex schematic, whereas they know the truth, the more that you post online for the fake 3D narrative when you know the truth, the more the more you supply the Andromedans uh, to quickly do their Andromedan abductions and updates and delete this extremely um, lo fi, extremely old tech, was the download that Alex gave me a few days ago. And I haven't said it yet. And Aaron's like, "Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it, sissy?" Okay.